Hello Aquarius, and welcome to more timeless messages from your spirit team. Please only take your message and leave the rest for the person it's meant for. And if you like the content I create, please like and subscribe so you'll know when more videos are posted. I'm going to start with some oracle cards. We have Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. Everything in perfect balance. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So I'm really getting everything in perfect balance to me is like not overindulging in one thing, like food or drink, overstimulating your senses, like TV or social media, and enjoy your journey because you're being guided by the grandmother of Jesus, Anna, to seed light, laying foundations. You're being asked to follow this divine plan. So you can't receive the messages that you need to receive when you're overindulging in stimulants. And I mean, that could be caffeine, but that could be social media. That could be external voices. Friends, family, relationships. I'm getting the feeling that you need to declutter. Sit outside in nature, perhaps. Just get some quiet time and meditate so that those intuitive hits can come in. And you can really get those downloads that you're needing to get right now, Aquarius. Then the next card is happiness. I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. You really need to pay attention to your emotions and how those are coming up when you're participating in certain activities or when you're around certain people. Because if you get if certain emotions are coming up when you're around various people, that's your spirit team trying to tell you that they're either for you or they're not for you. And that's those people that you're around, or that's that career that you're in. If you're not happy, then that's not where you should be. That's not the energy you're supposed to be around. It's not your highest good. But when you're happy, that's really what speaks to your soul. And that's really when your soul is like, yes, this is my calling. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So a career change may be in order. Career change, a relationship change, a change of residence even, I'm getting, for some maybe. We have the Four of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So the Four of Cups represents somewhat of a stagnancy. You're just not too impressed with the what do you call it? The options that are placed in front of you right now. You're like, I'm just not sure. And the Ace of Swords is like a new idea, new communication coming in for you. So you may be right in waiting. And maybe you're just not up for a new relationship right now. Maybe the relationship category is like, you know what? And maybe you're in a relationship and you're just not happy with it. And those swords, it's a way of communicating that. A way of talking about it. Next we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is how you're using your I get an exchange of energy, although energy is typically wands. I get an exchange of energy. How are you exchanging your energy? Whether that's money or whether that's money or like food, resources. That was the term I was looking for. Food, resources, how are you exchanging that? Are you doing it for pay? Are you doing it for free? Are you feeling like you're lacking in energy? Are you feeling, are you giving from love? Are you giving because you feel that you want acknowledgement for it? Then we have the Fool, which is almost like you're setting out on this new path. This new path has stimulated this need or want to be of service. That's kind of what I'm getting out of that card. And then we have the High Priestess, which is your divinity getting a hold of you. And that's Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, who stood out in this reading so far, seeding the light, laying foundation, divine plan. Because in the past, it's almost like you felt that your divinity was blocked off. You know, you have the Three of Swords. So it's almost like you prayed and you searched and you meditated, but you felt like you weren't really getting anything out of it. You weren't really getting any words, any advice. But now you are. What your spirit team is saying is you really need to find that inner sanctuary. When it feels like you're not getting any guidance, it's because your spirit team wants you to go within. Sometimes the answers are inside. They just need you to go internal, because it's not always about going outside of yourself. Sometimes the answers can be found within, and you won't know until you look. And you won't be able to trust yourself until you start trusting yourself. You know what I mean? It kind of sounds like an oxymoron, but until you start looking and coming to these conclusions on your own, you'll never build that confidence within yourself. You'll never start looking for that information until they push you into that direction. Next we have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask, a false self mask in this relationship. So that could be in a romantic relationship, that could be at work, that could be that until now you were in a false sense of self. You are presenting yourself in a false way. Maybe you were trying to be something that you just weren't. And that's okay. We all do that at some point. Stillness. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. So don't judge yourself for who you were in the past. They really want me to stress that. Don't judge yourself. Enjoy the journey. Everything in perfect balance. Then we've got the Six of Swords. So I'm kind of getting that you had a relationship that was not fulfilling for you. And this person was all words and no action. And it may or may not have ended up being a one-night stand. Or maybe it was like a 2-week thing, and they were like, yeah, I really feel a connection to you, but they really just were in it to get something physical with you going, just to see if they could get it. Which, it sounds horrible, Aquarius. I understand that, and I apologize. And if that's what happened, I'm so sorry, because that's, honestly, it's just immature for people to act like that in this day and age, especially for an adult. But, I'm getting that they saw you as a trophy to get, but that's because they're vibrating at a very low level, and you're at a much higher level, and you expected them to be on your level, and they're just not. So your spirit team is really asking that you find your inner sanctuary, and they're probably that false mask in the relationship. You expected this to develop into a relationship, and it just didn't. So for one, they want you to know it's not your fault, and they're on your side. So don't sink into victimhood. Don't indulge in toxicity. Don't indulge in any sort of crutches to deal with, you know, the pain that you feel. Acknowledge it and then release it. Enjoy this journey. Enjoy the lessons, which sounds crazy. I understand that completely. But do this affirmation. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Be happy with yourself. You're seeding light, laying foundation, and you're on a divine plan. Reflect on the moment with love, kindness, and compassion, because you are a beautiful soul, Aquarius, and your spirit team wants you to acknowledge that. So that's what I have for you today, and I'll see you next time.